and mine as well. And today's topic is going to be on, if you don't have a place to start, how are you going to be able to finish? Okay? And if you don't know where you came from, how are you going to know where you're going? Okay? So if you don't have a start, how can you finish? How can we finish? There's no way that anything could be accomplished but confusion when you don't have something, a plan. So it's almost like having a plan. Okay? And a wise one told me a long time ago, if you don't have a plan, a man without a plan is a dead man. Okay? So when we don't have things that we make sure that we structure into our lives to make sure that we are getting the best out of this life, no matter who don't like us, no matter what is going on, no matter what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future, we have no control of that, but we have control of today. Okay? And we can make a difference. Each individual person can make a difference to try to organize what they want to do for their life, short-term or long-term goal that you can have planned out for your life. Okay, because short-term goals can be something easy, like what you're going to fix for your meals. Your long-term goals can be you planning to take a trip. Okay, just use that for an example. Okay, or business, or college, or just taking a trip around the world can be a long-term goal. So we have to know a lot about ourselves. We have to get to know ourselves so we can know where we have a start, so we can create a start for our lives. We have to have that. We have to learn who we are, what we want, what we need. Okay, the things that we need comes first. Okay, because when you have what you need, then your wants, sometimes you don't want what you wanted when you were needing. Okay, so a lot of your wants will change when you get what you need. Okay, so when you get what you need, that's when you can really determine what you want. You can really figure that out once you get what you need, because once you get what you need, your wants are going to change. That's just like if you go to the supermarket hungry. If you go to the supermarket hungry, you're going to be picking stuff that you normally wouldn't even pick up, or maybe things that you're trying not to buy. Okay, but if you have a nice little meal, a couple hours or an hour or something like that before you go to the supermarket, you're going to go in there and get exactly what you need. You're not going to buy anything extra. Okay, so this is the same thing with your needs. So it is best not to get what you want first. Get what you need first. And when you get what you need, then your wants is going to change. It is a science to everything that we do. And I tell you guys this over and over again. And I started this channel to put out all of the wisdom and the knowledge and everything that I've gained throughout my life to help other people's lives once I'm gone. Okay? And I think it's very wonderful. It's a very wonderful thing. You know, because a lot of people are not giving back knowledge. They are not giving back knowledge because knowledge is power. But knowledge is power only if you use it. If you don't use it, then what use is no power to the knowledge if you don't use it. Okay, so when you get information and you can know about a lot of stuff, but you ain't doing nothing. Okay? So knowledge is power only if you use it. Okay? So we have to, our lives can be better, so that our lives can be better and figure our lives can be better, and we can get better results with dealing with people, or dealing with the things that we need in our lives and things of that nature. Okay, but we have to have key things to life. Once you have these key things to life, I don't care what your situation is, it will get better. It will get better, but you just have to apply it, because knowledge is power only if you use it. Okay, so you have to have a start, because how are you going to finish in order? Okay, because you have nothing. If you don't have a start, then what are you finishing? You start somewhere, or you start something, so you're never going to finish if you don't start something. If you don't start being a certain way, or going to college, or applying for the contracts that you were looking at for your business, or things of that nature. Okay, so if you don't start looking to buy a house, how are you going to buy? You have to start looking to buy a house in order for you to get into the house. I don't care if you have the money. If you have the money, you still have to start somewhere. So we have to start things in our lives. We have to have a starting point of what we want moving towards our lives. Okay, so you must have a start to be able to finish. Okay, so if you don't start, then anyone can be able to come in and control your start and your finish, and you don't know what is going to go down, because you may not be able to handle what someone else starts for you. Okay, because if you let life, it's better for you to take the initiative to make decisions and make a start and a finish for your life, then life make that decision for you. Because if you allow life to make that decision for you, it could be very rough, very rocky, and very rough. Okay, because I mean, it's just like it'll be rocky, it'll be rough if you allow life to make and create a start for you. Okay, now we have a choice. We have free will. We have a free will. Okay, this is what I want to start, because it's going to be things that's going to be placed in front of you. Okay, we have options. We have that free will. That's the only the way we're going to respond to our situation. That's the power that we have. But if you don't respond, then there is not going to be no start. So you have to start somewhere. Okay, so we have to have a start in order to be able to finish. Okay, and in order for us to be able to finish anywhere in life, because guess what? Even your life has a start and a finish. So there is a science to everything that we do, and I try to stress that to people over and over again. Is no way of getting around it. I don't care how many Gucci bags you buy. Hats you buy. I don't care how many red bottom shoes you buy. There's a science to everything that we do. Okay, so once you keep those key things to life, where we have to respect one another. You ain't got to like nobody. Okay, sometimes you're just not comfortable where you're like, okay, but you're gonna have to. You should respect them. You should respect them and keep your space and your distance, like all the other wild animals do, unless they're hunting to eat them. Okay, unless it's something that they hunt and eat. Okay, but we have to make sure that to move forward a finish line. Okay, that will help us move towards a finish line. Then we will get left behind in this life. It's a chance you get left behind, because like I said, if life makes a decision for you when it's time for you to respond to what you make a difference. Okay, if life, when life does that, that's it. You don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know what's gonna happen. And it's almost like you're in a maze. You could wind up being like in a maze. It'll feel like you're in a maze. Okay, so it is best to make sure that you know that you have a start somewhere. You start somewhere, that you make that decision, that you respond so that you can have a start, okay? So that you can finish something, because we all have a finish in the end. And we're supposed to be here to help one another. We're supposed to be here to help one another. This is why we're having a hard time. This is why all of this violence and stuff is going on, because a lot of people are not helping each other. Sometimes in some places, people are helping each other a lot, and they get a lot accomplished. But if we're not helping one, if you don't know, it's almost like a mirror. If you're not helping yourself, and then you're not helping the people around you that you have to work with or do things with, okay, and you guys are not helping each other, what is that going to bring? Armageddon? Like, do people want this, or do you want to be taken away, where everything that you work for, or you believed in, just go to waste or go to trash? So just make sure that that everything has a finish to it, and we need to have a start first, okay? So without the start, there's no finish, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in and joining the Sheila Tellers Experience, and I will see you next time.